Hey everyone, Matt from Reay here at GetInTheMix.com, and today we are looking at the MP2015, the Rotary Mixer from Reay. So there are many things which make the MP2015 very special. The mixer features best-in-class audiophile components and is built around AKM's Audio 4 Pro converters. This means as soon as any analog signal is sent to our studio quality phono inputs, it is then converted into the highest possible digital signal. So out the box, the mixer is compatible with Serato DJ Pro, but it also supports Traktor and Virtual DJ. Today, we'll be using a pair of RANE 12s as our deck controllers. So now let's talk about three cool performance features of the MP2015. The first thing we'll look at is the ISO section. So this can be found at the very top of the mixer. What this essentially is a master EQ for your main output. You can see we have low, mid, and high EQ, which is boostable by 10 dB, but also we have the crossover points we can adjust for all of the bands. So I'm going to play a track and let's isolate a few of these EQs and you'll see how you can manipulate it using the crossovers. Okay, so let's start by activating the ISO here and let's pick a frequency. So let's go with mid, and if I start to move the crossovers, you'll hear how the mid can be manipulated. And let's do the same now for the low EQ. And then once more for the high. So we have very, very accurate adjustment points for all of these EQ bands. So if I start to boost the high and the mid and cut some of the low, we can get even into further detail with the crossovers. And I can punch it in and out using the ISO. So you can see here I've boosted the mid and the high. Now in terms of performance, a cool feature with the ISO is we can use this for like a quick EQ drop. So let's cut out the low and the mid and just boost the high. Turn the track up again. So we can quickly punch these EQ settings in and out. So another cool way to use the ISO is if we're using this with a traditional setup with turntables. Let's say we're going open format, we're going from different decades to different genres. So all those different pieces of vinyl are going to have difference in fidelity. We can actually tailor our master output specifically to the track we're playing. So if we're coming out of a track on the left deck into the right deck, and there's a bit of an EQ adjustment you think that should happen, we can easily adjust, punch in, and tailor it to the system that we're playing through. Okay, so number two is the EQ section. Not only do you have a master EQ in the ISO section, but each of the four channels has a switchable EQ from either low and high pass, and low pass. So let's check those out. So these EQs have a 24 dB octave slope and are very musical sounding. Let's engage the filter on track one now. So we have a low and high pass filter. The resonance is adjustable in the submix section here. So let's crank that up. Now I mentioned these are switchable. Now when we switch these, the 0 point will change. So if I change to the high pass now, you see my 0 point is now here. I'm sweeping through over to the right position. And the opposite goes for the low pass filter. See my 0 point is now on this side. I'm sweeping through to the left side. So another filter can be found in the submix section. Like the channel filters, these are high pass, low pass, and combined high and low pass. So finally, let's talk about submix. Now how this works is I can apply any of my four tracks into a master group down here where it says submix. And I can control all of those channels using one rotary for the volume and one rotary for the filter. Now this is great for workflow. This will essentially speed up your transitions. You can apply one filter to 2 or 3 tracks, or you can control the volume of multiple tracks just using one encoder. So let's take a look at how you do that. So I've got my track running on deck 1 now. I'm going to apply this to the sub, and then I'm going to bring in this track here. So if I apply this track to the sub as well, this means I can control the volume using just one encoder. or choose a high, low pass or high, low pass filter using one encoder. So as I mentioned before, this speeds up workflow massively. We don't have to worry about where other dials are placed on the mixer. We can simply control the essential ingredients, the filter and the volume, using 2 rotary dials.